Hey, what's up, Stranger Things fans? Welcome to Screen Rant. I'm Greg Elliott, your friendly host on all things Hawkins, and let me just get this out of the way and say that this video does include major spoilers for Season 3, so make sure you're all caught up before you watch any further. And with that out of the way, let's talk about how Eleven can get her powers back in Season 4. So yeah, at the end of Season 3, Eleven appears to have lost her telekinetic powers, struggling to crush a Coke can or even reach her teddy bear, which makes sense story-wise. I mean, if Eleven just came in and saved the day every time there was a threat, Stranger Things would have gotten real repetitive real fast. Note that unlike Seasons 1 and 2, Eleven wasn't the one who actually defeated the big bad this time around. Even Millie Bobby Brown has said in the past that Eleven should probably lose her abilities at some point, saying in an interview after Season 2 that, quote, "I want to have her really sacrifice her powers. I think that would be very cool. I want to build her to be a strong person without her powers." Which totally makes sense for good character growth, and I doubt that Eleven's powers are really gone for good. The Upside Down is still a threat, but I'm sure there's going to be a struggle in getting them back. So the first question is, why did she lose them in the first place? I mean, the simplest explanation is just one of exhaustion and overuse, right? In addition to killing the Demogorgon in Season 1 and closing the gate in Season 2, she uses her powers a ton in Season 3, not only to fight Billy and the Mind Flayer, but also just to have some fun here and there. Mike was concerned that she might be overdoing it a bit, and it seems like he could have been right. Maybe Eleven just needs a good nap. I mean, it can't be good if every time she uses her powers, her nose bleeds, right? It just kinda screams brain damage to me. Which brings us to how she might get her powers back in Season 4, and who could help her do it. There are two people from Eleven's past that might be of some use. The first is Dr. Brenner, aka Papa, who, sure, we thought was killed by the Demogorgon in Season 1, but we learned in Season 2 that he's still alive, and it's pretty likely that we'll see his return in Season 4. While he has been out of the loop for a little while, he probably has the most academic knowledge of Eleven's abilities, and that could be very helpful in her getting them back. And that means we'll also probably see the return of Eleven's lost sister, Kali. While being a bit older and more vengeful than Eleven, Kali seems to have understood Eleven's abilities much better than Eleven herself. She trained her to tap into them in a way she'd never done before, which, as we all know, set her up to close the gate at the end of Season 2. And that being the case, Kali could very well be the key in Eleven regaining her powers, and I wouldn't be surprised if she plays a bigger role in Season 4. So how does this all come together? As sad as the idea is, the Duffer Brothers have suggested that Season 4 might be the last one for Stranger Things, and if that's the case, they'll definitely have to tie up all the loose ends, of which Kali and Dr. Brenner are two of. It wouldn't surprise me if Kali and Eleven team up again to find Dr. Brenner, but at this point, it's impossible to predict how all the pieces will come together. We'll definitely see the Russians again. You know that American prisoner is gonna have to be rescued somehow, and there's plenty of ways that all these characters could play a role, but one thing I am sure of is that we'll definitely get to see Eleven be a badass again. So until Season 4, make sure to keep up with Screen Rant for all your Stranger Things info. I'm Greg Elliott, and I'll see you next time.